Hi, I'm Tauni, and welcome to day 5. You did it, the final day of our Feel Good Yoga Challenge. The purpose of this last 5 days was to take 15 to 20 minutes to pause, to move and breathe, and to feel better, not just physically, but mentally. So today we put it all together with a gentle, flowing practice. Let's get started with day 5. So to begin our class, you can either stay seated or I'm going to come to a kneeling position, placing my hips on my heels. If this isn't comfortable for you, please stay seated. I invite you to gently close your eyes. Place one hand over the heart and one on the belly. Begin to observe the breath through the movement of the body, through the hands. Acknowledging gratitude and setting your intention for your time on the mat. Opening the eyes, reach the arms up, interlace those fingers, turn the palms up, take that breath, and as you exhale, drop the belly in, drop the arms. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, round. So seated cat-cow, moving that spine open and close. Again, inhale, open and close. Reaching the arms up, releasing the bind and bringing the hands down. Coming into a tabletop, your hips are over your knees. Begin to walk the arms forward into puppy dog pose as you drop the chest closer to the mat with the hips lifted. Gently pressing into the hands. Opening up through the arms, the shoulders, the chest. Lifting up, walking the hands back in. Tucking your toes, pressing the hips up for downward facing dog. Gazing through the feet or through the knees. Arms are straight and strong. Gently begin to alternate, bending the knees, pedaling out the feet. And then finding stillness, feeling the pose. Begin to move forward into a high plank position, dropping your knees to the mat for support. Slowly begin to bend the elbows in towards the body. Lifting that chest up for cobra. Releasing down, pressing back to extended child's. Again, inhale, coming forward to that supported plank. Slowly lower. Open up the chest and heart for cobra. As you exhale, press up and back, child's pose. One more time through this supported flow, moving with your breath forward and down. Baby cobra, pressing up and back. Let's come forward and lift the hips for downward facing dog. So begin to look forward and step your right foot forward between the hands, knee over ankle. Take your time to get there. I realize that is a big step. So moving into that twist that we did yesterday, taking that right hand up, gently twisting. Remember, you can drop the knee to the mat or place that hand on a block. Bringing the hand down, rise up for warrior lunge. Open to the side for warrior 2, dropping your back heel. The right palm comes up to the sky, reach it up and back for reverse warrior. Begin to lift and straighten that forward leg. So both legs are straight. Reach forward, moving into triangle pose. Placing that hand wherever it lands. Turning our gaze up. Begin to lift. Rebend that knee for warrior two. Lift everything up. We're going to bring our hands to our heart and we're going to step forward to the top of our mat. Dropping the hips, reaching those arms up, or you're welcome to keep them at your heart for chair pose. As you inhale, lift up. As you exhale, swan dive down into your forward fold. Lengthen the spine to your half lift. Gaze forward. Exhale and fold. Step all the way back to plank and then lift your hips up for downward facing dog. Two more breaths. Begin to look forward and step that left foot all the way forward between the hands. Pause here to find alignment. Find that space or maybe grab a block. Gently twisting, taking that left arm up. Engaging all those belly muscles. Squeeze. Taking the hand down to the mat. Begin to rise up for warrior lunge. Continue to engage that back leg, pressing through that heel. Now open to warrior two, back heel drops, gazing forward. Left palm reaches up for the sky, begin to lift up and back, reverse warrior. Coming back up and straighten that leg, setting up for triangle. Begin to reach and come down. Be sure to keep just a micro bend in that forward leg so we don't hyperextend that knee. Begin to lift up, rebend that knee for warrior two. Bringing the hands to the heart, rotate to the front, step forward. Bend both knees, hips back. Extend those arms for chair pose. This is called Utkatasana. I haven't brought much Sanskrit language into this. I want to be sure I kept it for beginners. And sometimes the language can be intimidating, and we don't want that. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Our balance posture for today is a new one, warrior three. We're going to balance on that right foot. We're going to tap that left foot back behind us. So our hips are nice and level. You can actually place your hands there if you need it. I want you to begin to lean forward. Flex that lifted foot. Press through that heel. Find balance. Find warrior three. Arms can go to your sides or wherever you need them. Begin to come all the way up. How did you do? Shake it out. Don't worry about how deeply you get into the pose, just feel it. Positioning that left foot for balance, right foot taps back. Take those hands wherever you need them. Begin to lean forward, flexing that lifted foot. Taking those arms wherever you need them. We're going to find warrior three, Virabhadrasana 3. Slowly come up. Great job. So feet come back. Hip distance apart, reach those arms up. Swan dive, fold forward. Half lift to lengthen. And fold. Stepping back to plank pose. Knees can be up or down. I'm going to take mine down. Slowly lower to the mat. Peeling that chest up for cobra. Tuck those toes, press up and back, downward facing dog. Now we're going to come forward into that plank, and we're going to pause here in this plank. So just a little bit more strength work, shoulders over wrist. Remember, keep that back straight. Knees can always come down to the mat. Let's do 2 more breaths, and then slowly start to lower all the way down. Good job. Reach those arms to your sides. Lift everything away from the mat for locust pose. So heart drawing up and forward, legs lifted. Careful not to hold the breath. Release and rest. Just take that right ear to the mat. So I'm going to introduce something new. Bring your eyes forward. Extend that right arm forward. Bend your left foot. So try to reach for that hand. I realize this may be a little bit too intense for some. If it's too intense, you're going to repeat locust pose with arms and legs extended. As you inhale, lift everything away from the floor, whatever pose you're in. And release. Take that left ear to the mat and rest. Let's try that pose one more time. So you can either lift into locust or half bow, left arm forward, right hand to right foot. Lift everything away from the floor, whatever pose you're in. Let's release and press back to child's pose. Resting that back, rounding. Breathe. Let's rise up. Turn around to have a seat on your mat. So bring the legs out in front of you. Repeating this seated fold. We've done this, I believe, almost every class just to progress. I wanted to have different poses, but I also wanted to have some consistency. So reach those arms up. Exhale, fold. So maybe you can start to see and feel a difference in these poses. Start to walk those hands back. Find your sits bones. We're going to do one boat pose. So you can either prop those toes up on the mat, you can hold onto the legs, lean it back, think good posture, and then find your boat pose. Taking the feet down, we're going to place our hands right under the shoulders and the fingers face the feet. Feet are hip distance apart. Press up into an inclined tabletop. To open up the chest, the shoulders, this is a great strengthener as well for your back and hips as you press them up. Coming down, let's take it back down onto our backs. Hugging the knees into the chest. Release. Feet come to the mat, arms to your sides, press up into bridge pose. Walking shoulders together and down. Maybe adding that interlace that binds. If not, keep it separated. Releasing. Bring that right knee into the chest. Gently pull it down. Exhale into your spine twist. Begin to switch sides, rolling to your back, bringing the left knee in. Exhale into your spine twist. Rolling to your back, reclining butterfly. Feet together, knees wide. Hands on your midsection, connect to your breath, close your eyes. Moving into our final Shavasana, our final pose of the class, legs extended, palms up. Finding peace and stillness, quiet bodies, quiet minds. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Beginning to bring back movement. Slowly and gently begin to roll to your right side into this fetal position. Once again, acknowledging gratitude. So important because I have found it's really difficult to stay angry when you're so focused on the things that you're thankful for. It's hard to stay upset. We don't want to go through our life upset. Go ahead and help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. We want to feel good, right? So I always just take it to gratitude, and that definitely helps. Let's bring our hands to our hearts, and from my heart to yours, namaste. I am so very proud of you for joining me on this 5-day journey. I hope you feel good in some way. Maybe if it's something you can't even describe, it's just some way you feel better and hopefully more confident in your yoga practice and more confident in your time off the mat as well. So with that, thank you again, and hopefully you'll join me for another class soon. Have a blessed day.